Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, the player Nuno Mendes is someone who's really impressed me as being a two-way player. Very confident, consistent.
And it's been given away. He is through here. Chance, surely! Goal! Flamengo! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how
could be danger here. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's Scholes. It's Scholes! He's got a goal! 2-0, and in next to no time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Aubameyang really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Conte. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apology. Aubameyang! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Pinches it off him.
Paris are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Serginho.
Oh, really well played.
Flamengo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And this is Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard. And it's Neymar. Showing great feet there. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's an excellent interception. Tchouaméni. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. And here's Neymar. He's on it. Chance for a shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Paris are looking to go forward now. And here's Neymar. Oh, he's been caught on it. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Flamengo find a position of real strength now. Messi. No, he's not getting past him there. Nuno Mendes. It's Pedri. And they're back on the ball again. Rijkaard has given away a free kick. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Van de Ven. Passing is crisp and sharp. Raul aims beyond the defence.
Might want to be careful there.
Referee has just said play on. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Belletti. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Serginho charging forward down that flank. That's good play. Could try cutting inside here. Neymar. And it's half-time here. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Senhoras e senhores, não deixem de visitar nossa loja oficial, com souvenirs da partida de hoje já à venda. Substituição.
Here we go again then. Paris decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. Paris do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming...
And the finish! Goal! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So is this the start of a comeback? Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Raul. He's got space in the area. And it's Scholes. He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that is asking. And a chance! And he hits the net! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Flamengo blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Koundé has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Scholes. Adams. Scholes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he welcomes it in. Gabriel cuts out the pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Good read, needed to be. So we've reached the hour mark. Paris are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. It's a good run down the right. Raul. Pedri. Vitz. And he's being shifted off it. Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Pedri. Chouameni. Rijkaard. Scholes looking understandably energised after his goal. Threads one in. Paris can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, terrible pass. Serginho. Flamengo finding their passes. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That is a brilliant interception. And now the breakaway. Serginho going full steam ahead down the left flank. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Van Bouten and Scholes. Belletti. Here's Scholes, and he's forced to go back. Gabriel. That's been slipped through. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's straight offside.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Neymar. Camisa 10.
Saliba
Camisa 97.
played towards the other side. Well spotted.
Deixando o campo para a entrada
And it's
de
Mendes.
Camisa 14.
And it's
Camisa
Bellingham.
15. Camisa 9. Substituição em andamento.
Rijkaard. Flamengo are looking to break at pace. Belletti. Grealish is having a shot! No mistake! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Scholes. Scholes running with the ball. Mbappe. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
One-sided, and
the noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. And that gets things running.
well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
That's good running with the ball. And here's Vinicius Junior. Knocks it in. Can he finish? What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration.
And a chance! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. you get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens, it gets pinched.
Van de Ven. Nuno Mendes. Pedri. That is good alertness. Neymar running with the ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Pelé. Pelé, this is promising. Hazard thinks about shot a goal! He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Foot in. Oh, that's neat. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Messi.
Paris are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Saliba. Koundé cuts out the pass. Looking to play him in. Nuno Mendes. Pedri. Deco. Del Piero puts his foot on the gas. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Neymar. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Nuno Mendes. And it's Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now, can he find a finish? He's looking wide. And that's a dangerous ball. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pedri is onto this. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi strokes it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Neymar. And they can counter here. And Del Piero. Del Piero proves just a little bit too strong. Tries to pass it through. Isco. And this is Pele! Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And they win it back again. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pass somewhat off target. And the first 45 minutes are up. We'll to look back on the first 45 minutes.
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
Cambio de jugadores.
There's the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Saliba. Paris come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Neymar. Pele. Driving forward. That's a smashing touch to get him away. And Del Piero! It's loose and there's... Oh no, what has happened here? Denied by an instinctive save.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's picked his way through. Vinicius Junior! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
A case now of complete control. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
La
Bellingham.
asistencia a este
Now it's
partido
Mbappe.
asciende a 97.559
Bellingham.
espectadores.
He's got away. Oh, such a clever touch. They're urging him to shoot. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de balón. Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. And we're underway.
I suppose if you're playing in an attacking position in this team, then having a craftsman like Rui Costa beside you is a dream.
Is it most people's lists of great number 10s?
I'm going to go along with that too.
Palmeiras looking to pass their way through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And that was very necessary. Now that's well seen too. Rui Costa, and this is Owen.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Van Dijk. Cannavaro. Messi. Now he's got space here. The chip pass hasn't quite come off. Conte. Over to the left. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he's picked it up out wide. Can he finish? Palmeiras with the corner, there first. Backward it goes, looking for the run. Rui Costa! Marquez spots it and intercepts. Aim forwards. De Jong! De Jong!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Neymar with the short one. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Corner number 2 then. Goes for a shot! And again! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Corner number 3 coming up. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Nicely weighted ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Bebeto knocks it into space. Big chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's there to clear it. It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. A lot of space ahead of him. Tchouaméni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi. Almost half an hour in now. And here's Van Basten. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Rui Costa gets into a good position. Lovely feet. Borussia Dortmund keep calm in the face of danger. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. It's a good ball out wide. Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! The breakthrough strike! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the first... Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Palmeiras grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Van Basten. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Played into space. Oh, good take in a good area. Good effort from distance. That is wonderful from Rijkaard. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Palmeiras take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That looks a good cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Pull it. We are into stoppage time. And here's Van Basten. Oh, cracking ball. Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Messi. Shoots! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. So there was the first half.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 55.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 8.
Borussia Dortmund really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 13, Country.
That's been slipped through. Rijkaard. Borussia Dortmund come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Conte always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Rijkaard. Out to the right. And it's Messi. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a promising position. Rui Costa. Real chance. And the shot! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Great vision. Van Basten being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Bebeto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Basten. Van Basten! That's a little off target. Conte. Borussia Dortmund are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And Bebeto! Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Borussia Dortmund really could have done without this to further improve their position of comfort. That is some save from De Gea. He has spurned it.
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
So, third corner of the game. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Carvajal. Might be danger. Oh, shooting chance! And he's taking no chances there. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Pedri. Now it's Hullet. And it's Carvajal. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Conte. Rijkaard, given the lift of his goal. Pedri. Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri. Oh, easy pickings there. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Hullet. Rui Costa. This is Owen. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Rui Costa threads one in. Good ball, good take. And the finish! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Palmeiras blast themselves. Loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. De Gea will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. That is some save from De Gea! Oh, no, he misses from the spot.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but. A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short. Pass somewhat off target. That is Conte. Strokes it
There will
back.
be 3 minutes at a time.
And this is Hullet. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. Rui Costa. Rui Costa. Looking to play. And the shot! And that may well be that. That is that. Borussia Dortmund played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling
And now,
utterly
I'd
deflated.
just like to read out our fan club members who are
Your
celebrating
reflections
their
then, Jim.
birthdays today.
Well, Peter,
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. We have already started here. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of competitiveness and relentlessness. I mean, he's a real menace in every sense of the word. If you're on the ball, he'll chase you to the ends of the earth and back. I'm going to say only nice things about him for fear of him coming after me.
And he shoots! Gomez cuts it out. Great vision. And a chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chooses to go back. Quality ball. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. And they're back on the... Bullet! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep. He's got tall. Goal! Vasco da Gama! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. What a throw in. Van Basten.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cannavaro gets it away. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Araujo. He's had it nicked away. Pinches it off him. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. It'll be a throw-in. And here's De Jong. Cannavaro. Over to the left. Now it's Pele. Back when it goes. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Couldn't squeeze it through. Gattuso, Pele, Vasco da Gama looking to pass their way through. So what can they make of this? 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Hullet. Cannavaro. The message is clear, none shall pass. Shot at goal! That's a decent clearance. De Jong. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Borussia Dortmund certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Maradona. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Mbappe.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pele. Now he's got space here. This interception, his positioning was spot on. Gullit shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, super ball! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now they can spring out of defence.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Neymar. And here's Mbappe.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. Now it's Neymar. Pele can see things others simply cannot. That looks a good ball through. He has found the way through. Tries to pass it through. He is through here. He rises! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Borussia Dortmund certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
That gets things going for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Defending was strong and firm. And here's Gullit. And it's Maradona. Van Basten. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Mbappe. Foot in. Pele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Rijkaard. Oh, good ball! And the finish! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foe. And that